What's up, y'all? It's Project Photography back with another video, and today we are out here in the Los Angeles National Forest testing out the Nikon Z 20-400mm f4-8 VR. Now, this is an incredible lens and obviously an amazing place to test it. First of all, the weather today is very nice. It's been very overcast here in SoCal, but we are going to be getting really nice colors hopefully and very good lighting. So that should be something to look forward to. But on top of it, I'm actually going to be using the Nikon Z6 with this 20-400. The main reasoning is I've been using a lot with the Z30, and so I feel like I want to change the pace, see what the 20-400 looks like in its truest form paired with a full frame camera. And my goal is to do a review very soon on this lens, and I'm really excited to go ahead and give that to you guys, but I just feel like I need a few more images to test it out and really see and know what the experience is like using this lens to give you guys a full comprehensive review. So we're gonna be waiting until the sun goes down. It's about, I want to say 5:45, so we have like an hour and 15 minutes until that sun goes down. In the meantime, we're just going to be kind of driving around, seeing what the different areas look like and seeing what kind of compositions we can get with the 20-400. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had a pretty difficult time finding a nice area to shoot because when I did, there was just an insane amount of people for some reason. I don't know why, but this is a really nice area I think over here. The place that I want to go to is just a little bit more down that way, and I have to kind of like hike to it, but that's okay, we'll figure it out. But I think this is going to give us a really nice view and angle, especially to capture these mountains with the 20-400. And we made it to the area that I wanted to go to, and it's right here. I mean, because there's a little bit of like a ledge here that's more doable than the rest of the drive up here. I really want to just focus today on making sure that I'm capturing the best possible images with the 20-400, not having to feel like I have to shoot at some specific focal length. So right now it is about 7:44, so the sun sets at around 8, so I think right now is a perfect time to go ahead and start shooting this. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna put you guys on my GoPro to get a first-person point of view, see how I'm capturing these images with the 20-400. What's up, y'all? We are now behind the scenes, behind the camera, and we're gonna be using the 20-400 to capture some amazing mountain landscape photography. So here we're seeing the sun go down quite a bit, and we actually get pretty nice colors. And as you can see, the lighting is nice and soft, so this is the best time to go ahead and start shooting. So I go ahead and start off by capturing this sort of there's like this path on this mountain, and I really like it a lot, so I really want to help isolate it. So we're gonna go ahead and capture an HDR. The reason why we're doing this is that we want to get as much dynamic range as possible, and as we can see, we go ahead and capture 5 different exposures, and that's the edited version. I really enjoy this path that leads up to the top of the mountain, and we have some nice sun coming in from the right hand side, so I really like this image a lot. It's just a really nice, clean and simple image, and having that 20-400 just allows us to grab a composition like that because we can get out so far to 400mm. So here we're going to capture another HDR, again 5 different exposures, putting the camera into vertical orientation. Really wanted to showcase these different layers in the mountainscape, and I think this is really nice, especially because we get those bottom layers that move all the way up to the top, and there's a little more atmospheric conditions as you move up, which causes a bit of a dehazing effect as you move up through the image, and honestly I think it works really well for this photo. So we're going to keep our camera in vertical orientation, and here I'm going to try and capture a panorama. As you can see, I'm trying to see what a composition like that could look like. We're going to go ahead and pan from the left to right hand side, and we're just going to go ahead and take a bunch of photos. I think I take around 17-ish photos, but we're taking a lot, making sure we have enough overlap so we're not missing any part of the image. And here are the photos that turn into this panorama. Now I really like this composition a lot. We're really able to showcase the breadth of the mountain range, and because we're shooting in a panorama style, we're able to get a little bit more compression in the frame. I also really enjoy how just long this image is. It comes out at 109 megapixels, which is just absolutely insane. So great image overall. And from here, we're going to go ahead and move our camera back into horizontal orientation because this is another composition that I see. We're going to go ahead and zoom in just a little bit more, trying to grab that composition that we initially wanted. Right here, you can kind of see it's again another sort of layer in the mountain range that I really want to capture. But here I really feel like the composition moves from left to right, because it's just very long, very elongated. And here we're gonna go ahead and capture our 5 exposures. And this is the final image. I really want to showcase this mountain peak in the middle and really use the other layers around to build around that main subject matter. And I think we do a pretty good job. Very similar to the other image, we're really able to showcase those layers, and with the atmospheric conditions, again, very dehazed sort of feel. And now I felt like at this point in the shoot, we shot a lot at the longer focal length, so I wanted to kind of dial it back, see what the 28mm focal length is going to look like, capturing another HDR, because again, nothing is really moving in the frame here. And even though it is a wide angle shot, really feel like we're able to maximize that dynamic range by shooting in HDR. Here I want to just capture the entirety of the valley, and at 28mm it's going to give us a little bit more of a compressed feel, but I think it actually works out really nice for this image. I love the colors that we're getting, nice and pink, and it's very soft overall. This is very late in the day, and this is the last image that I end up taking, but I think we do a really good job here showcasing that valley, and it really converges in the center, especially with those mountain peaks in the middle. So that is pretty much the end of the shoot. I took around 5 images that I really liked. Obviously I took a lot more than you're going to see here, but I'm actually overall very happy with the images, and these are the 3 images that I really liked. Love the panorama. I think it just does such a great job of showcasing the mountain range, and I like this image in particular. I think lighting is one of the best, as well as like colors wise. Also love that sun coming in from the right hand side, and of course this valley image. 28mm is just such a nice focal length, especially when I feel like everything is really far away, especially when it comes like something like a mountain range. So let me know what your favorite image was of this shoot. I personally think this was my favorite, but let me know down in the comment section down below. And now let's get right back to the video. So as you can see, the light has gone down very much so. There's pretty much no colors at all. So we are done shooting essentially, and man, I love shooting with this 20-400. It's just kind of crazy. Like, I didn't even feel like I went to 400 a lot of the times. Like, there's so many compositions that I got that are between 28 to, let's just say, like 200mm that were honestly some of my favorite photos. Like, my favorite photo today is from the 28mm side, and man, like the colors I was able to get. 28mm is actually a pretty nice focal length in terms of the wide side for this lens. I think this is a great option, especially if you're going to use it just one lens on a full frame camera, because you can get pretty wide and then get very telephoto in there. If you have any questions about the 20-400, please feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. The review should be coming out soon. I know, and I've heard the Z6 III is going to be announced next week, so that might throw off some things when it comes to reviewing this 20-400, but once that gets out of the way, I'm gonna be very happy to go ahead and make that review for you guys. So keep on the lookout for that. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for experiencing the world with me today. Please feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.